Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension, and today we are going to be discussing the Two of Cups. So that would make this day 24 of the 78 days of tarot. So the first thing I'm going to do, like always, is discuss the numerology behind number 2. Number 2 in numerology is ruled by the moon, giving it the ultimate in feminine energy. The moon is reflective of the divine feminine, because if it was not for her, we may not have human life here on Earth. It is the planetary body representative of our innermost desires, mental needs, and human emotions, but it also reflects our unconscious, such as our natural instincts, automatic reactions, and subconscious habits. In essence, the 2 represents duality in its purest form. It is an energy containing the ability to not just feel, but utilize emotions in the physical. In fact, it reflects a balance between all opposing polarities in life, which would be masculine, feminine, physical, spiritual, yin, yang, conscious, unconscious, ego, higher self, emotion, intuition, fear, love, harmony, disharmony, positive, negative, happiness, and sadness. So, the number 2 reminds us that we are powerful in both the physical and the spiritual realms, as above, so below. The number 2 is a representation of a feminine, yet tenacious and tactful energy. It represents diplomacy and cooperation alongside a flexible and humble nature. This number is proof that harmony is possible, even if there is more that meets the eye at first sight, or at first. We must encounter duality in order to achieve harmony. It encompasses a silent wisdom, inner emotions, observing the yin-yang element of life, and appreciating the balance of intuition alongside the material world. So, let's discuss tarot wisdom with Rachel Pollack. So the 2 of Cups. The sign for this deacon is Cancer, but what is more significant probably is the planet Venus, the realm of love. We also find the idea of love as at least one of the ideas in the Picatrix. The writer picture is famously about love and has come to mean a new relationship compared to the established relationship of the Lover's card. And yet, there is a formality to it, a sense of the balance of male and female that must precede the mingling of their energies. The card has a strong esoteric quality that belies Waite's insistence in the pictorial key to the tarot that the minor cards do not have a deeper meaning. We see the caduceus, the staff of Hermes, with its 2 snakes. Let me pull this up. There we go. Let me do it with this one so I can see. With its 2 snakes wound around a stick, a symbol of male and female entwined, and also of the Kundalini energy that lies like a coiled snake at the base of the spine, which when it rises becomes 2 strands, solar and lunar energy. Usually we would see just wings at the top of the caduceus, but here we find a lion's head between them, an alchemical symbol of transformation. Notice that the Marseille image, and we don't have Marseille here, you know what? I'm not even going to continue reading in here. Readings, it's a relationship, especially a new one that becomes meaningful, a flow of energies, the possibility to heal old wounds from the past relationships. That's what we have for in this book. Kitchen Table Tarot by Melissa Sanova. This is a partnership. I've got your back, you've got mine. This is a fantastic card to get for a couple because it's truly about coexisting and support. The cups are balanced, quite lovely actually. This is the card I like to see for relationships. The Lovers is just so intense. There is nothing wrong with intense relationships, but oftentimes they catch fire and burn out. This card, the Two of Cups, shows an immense amount of trust, compassion, and true partnership. This is the couple, the pair of friends who high five after everything. They have each other's backs and they are a true team. In a relationship, it's the friend that you've always wanted paired with the lover that you didn't know you that you were always looking for. Wonderful. The next one is Tarot and Astrology. Venus in Cancer, the Two of Cups, Lord of Love. If the young lovers in the Two of Cups seems a little starstruck, it's no accident. Powerful forces have drawn them together. Venus, the planet of love and romance, has made her way into the nurturing sign of Cancer, and she's been playing matchmaker. The young couple in the card should very well be an adolescent version of a charioteer in training and the girl who will someday assume the Empress throne. Venus is the planet of pleasure and attraction. Her counterpart in the tarot is the Empress, a loving mother who's naturally attuned to the energy of Cancer, as well as the fourth house of home and family life. Venus rules the fixed earth signs of Taurus, so she enjoys the comfort and stability that true love and partnership can bring. When she steps in as the ruler of Cancer's first decan, she simply lights a few candles, plays love songs in the background, and lets nature take its course. The young lovers in the Two of Cups are depicted in the first blush of romance. Here in the first decan of what is arguably the most sentimental sign, their affections for each other seem especially wholesome and pure, innocent and uncorrupted by time or experience. They are opposites, but opposites attract. They meet in the middle. The Golden Dawn designers of this card called Venus in Cancer the Lord of Love. And she shows a different, I'm not sure what deck that's from. Oh, Golden Dawn. Because it illustrates the sweetness and purity of true love. This minor arcana cards of Cancer corresponds to the Chariot and its ruling planet, the lunar high priestess. That connection tells us that for now, the young couple is protected by a mother's love. But that safeguard won't last forever. Over time, they gain wisdom and experience as their affection for each other is tested, and both people grow and mature. Most of us learn along the way that experience comes at a cost, and early relationships often leave us sadder but wiser. Kabbalistically, the Two of Cups depicts Chakma, the second sphere of wisdom. It's positioned in Bria, the watery world of fertility and creation. The young couple in the card is starting to create a life together, and they'll learn from their shared experiences. In a tarot reading, the Two of Cups often represents love, especially between childhood sweethearts, kindred spirits, and soulmates. It symbolizes equal partnership and the attraction of opposites. The first decan of Cancer usually falls between June 21st and July 1st, when the sun is between 0 and 10 degrees in Cancer. And the last one I'm going to read out of for the general is the Spirit Keepers. Let me grab that card. Oh, wrong one. She calls this one the joined one, Two of Chalices. In external alchemy, the joined one guides us to choose our allies and also is the spirit leading us to the most fruitful alliances. The joined one designates our outer accord, but also an inner accord. In internal alchemy, this spirit guides us to unite our anima, which is our unconscious feminine, and the conscious masculine and animus, unconscious masculine and the conscious feminine. This is the spirit of two becoming one and an omen of perfected love. Love in all its divine forms. Abyssus, abyssum, invocat. Sea calls to sea, or the depth of me calls out to the depths of you. One deep reservoir of yearning is filled with the love of another, and it is mutual. Do not neglect the relationships that you cherish. Reach out across the aisle and offer amity. Act towards peace and accord. An alliance brings you the balance and strength that you've been seeking. Love fills both chalices of the two ways. Wow. Beautiful. My goodness, just beautiful. So, I am going to pick, look at that one. So let's read out of Journey into the Hidden Realms and see what it says for this card, okay? Two of Cups. Where are you, Two of Cups? Here we go. Life can be so contrary, she muses, as she looks into the empty chalice, hoping to see a sign while wondering if their love, so recently discovered, will be given the chance to grow. He assures her with a look and touch when she averts her eyes, wishing to hide her tears. They must part now for a time, and it seems so cruel. If only she could know the future. But her heart does know the future. It's just her mind that questions it. From the moment their eyes met, her heart knew it belonged to him. It seems such a large thing to give one's heart to another based on a glance. It is also a small thing to give to someone what is already theirs. Sorry, it's too hard to read this. Their last moments are shared in silence with the weaving of forget-me-nots in each other's hair as they vow to remember each other until they meet again. In the meantime, their love will flow into the empty spaces between them, into the empty cup, growing and becoming a thing all its own that twines around and joins them. As it flourishes, they will find that they are always together, whether their bodies are in the same location or not. Now, the divinatory meaning, if I can say that correctly, is the Two of Cups indicates a moment of chemistry or of recognition when life meets like, or when like meets like, when two people are simpatico. Those moments are easy to identify, for they are filled with energy, with a spark, with a magnetism that is undeniable. This can mean a romantic attachment, but it doesn't have to be, for an intense connection can be intimate without being romantic. The connection can also be between a person and a group, or an idea or a project. While the moment holds so much promise, it also, being a two, brings many decisions and choices that will be made along the way. Whether this partnership will last or not remains to be seen. So let me show you the cards. You just seen this one, Journey into the Hidden Realms, which is just stunning. Spirit Keepers, Vitruvian. Universal Rider-Waite. Wild Unknown, I believe. Everyday Witch. Pre-Raphaelite. Druid Craft. For the life of me, I can't remember. It's a Ciro Marchetti deck, but I can't remember. Tarot. The Psychic Tarot. Gilded Tarot, another Ciro Marchetti. Spirit, no. Shadowscapes. Mermaid Tarot. Angel Tarot. Radley Valentine. This one says, Two of Water. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness. The positive revolution of a conflict. And this is Ancestral Path. I think that's what it is. So, you know, as far as the cups, I had already discussed in the previous video about all of the correspondences associated with the cups. So I suggest if you haven't watched that one, watch that one first, and then we'll continue to go in the series. But Two of Cups, obviously the cups are about emotions and intuition and relationships and all the feels, really. So the Two of Cups also, because of the number 2 in numerology, it's about dualism, you know, like we had discussed, you know, the yin yang, physical, spiritual, female, masculine. I see this as a card dependent on whether or not it is used in a certain kind of spread, the placement, whether you read in reverse or regular. Like I say every video, there's going to be factors, but ultimately I believe it means about a good relationship, a partnership, some sort of duality, whether it's you know, spiritual and physical plane, or whether or not it has to do with a male and a female, or a partnership, a work partnership, or a love partnership. But it is definitely a good partnership. It's an equal partnership. It's the kind of partnership that complements you, that it's a good give and take kind of card. So that's pretty much how I see the Two of Cups. So I hope you are enjoying this series. If so, give me a like, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for next, well, not next week's, the next video. Probably going to do a few of these. But don't forget about the little notification bell if you would like to receive notifications of future videos. I'm sending you always love and light. Thank you so much.